Follow me on Twitter and on Library. Thank you for coming by to 8-Bit Bull. And today I want to tell you why I think GameStop will go up to at least $200. And this is the GameStop stock chart. And you notice that we have a gap right here. In between these two bars, we have a gap. That's called gap trading. The rule of the gap trading is that whenever there's a gap, that gap has to be filled, and it got filled this bar the next day. So this here has to be filled, and it was filled in right here. So now we have a gap over here between these two bars, and something has to fill it. And we are about $40, $41. And the money flow, look at it, money flow has come all the way out. Stochastics all the way down at the bottom. Volume is low. People are bored. Ain't gonna do nothing except for this one thing here. There's a gap here. It has to be filled in, and that is around $208. So according to the gap trading rules, if there's a gap, something has to fill it, and it hasn't been filled yet. This over here has, and it's been filled by this bar. So now there's no more gap, but now we have this gap over here. It has to be filled. So soon, can't tell you when, but soon, because the money flow is all the way at the bottom. Stochastics is damn near zero. So what's going to happen? It's going to go back up to $208, $209, $210 to fill up that gap. And there has to be a trigger, some kind of news, some kind of breaking news from, I don't know, the hearings that they're having with GameStop and all these citadels and whatnots, Robinhood in front of Congress. But whatever the trigger is, there's going to be a trigger, and it's going to spike up the price to cover this. Now, I'm not saying that GameStop is going to go on higher and continuously blow out its all-time high. I'm just saying that this has to be filled. And then after that, who knows what's going to happen? Could go back down to zero, could go bankrupt, or it could just stay high. If I was the president of GameStop, I would sell shares at that price, and then try and figure out how to do online business better to stay in business rather than filing for bankruptcy and going away. But this has to be filled, and I believe it's going to be filled pretty soon. What happens after that, don't know. And that's what I have for GameStop.